Hey guys, Fear880 and welcome back to the SV650. This video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to bring you a much larger content video like I did on the prior videos of the SV650. Mother Nature has had other plans. We've had really crummy weather. I think maybe 3 or 4 days of sunshine out of 3 or 4 weeks of just rain and nasty weather. And just as now as I'm trying to film this intro here, the sun is trying to come out. But I want to go over and show you the gauge part 2, we'll call it. I actually got the parts in from England for the faceplate of these gauges, and they look, you'll be amazed. It looks amazing how the gauges came out. We also finally got the correct tap and die repair set for this thread for the side cover, and it looks, honestly, it's done. And what I was hoping to show you was a nice little video of me driving it around and stuff, you know, showing you some stuff. Weather hasn't cooperated for that. And I've already edited the video. It looks fantastic. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on this short, condensed version of the SV650 part, I don't even know what you want to call it, gauges part 2. But honestly, it looks amazing. I want to thank every one of y'all that have supported the SV650 videos. I know it's a small thing with a motorcycle, but I've had a lot of fun working on this bike. And I'm telling you, the gauges look amazing with the new plastic cover and stuff. So let's get right to it. This is the kit, the second thread repair kit that I ordered off of Amazon. Here is the side cover bolt. This is an M5.8. This is an M8 1.25 tap, which is supposed to match the outside threads of the insert, which will allow this to go in. Perfect. I'd be flat out lying to y'all right now if I didn't tell y'all I am nervous as can be about this. I made this work by jamming 2 washers into the side cover and stepping it up from an M5 to an M6. That's better. Fits perfectly, absolutely perfect. So we're gonna put our red Loctite on this insert. And put a little bit more on there. Okay. Do this by hand. I'm happy with that. Let's put our side cover, let's get our side cover ready. So here's our side cover. Here's our side cover bolt. See that area that's raised up? So the plastic, it doesn't squish the plastic. So we'll Once we get this in, then the repair should be complete. All right, that's it. Good to go. Mail from England has arrived. Oddly enough, this only took a week this time. Now, this is supposed to be, if I'm correct, all this is going to be is the plastic surround around the front of the gauges and the 2 mounting bolts. I don't know if a tachometer board's going to get there. We really don't need one. But let's see. And I don't know if I'm going to use the plastic piece because I don't know what the condition of it's going to be. So let's see what we got. Plastic surround. Oh, we did get a tachometer. Hot dog. All right, so we have a perfect tachometer board. So that will fix that. Thank you very much. We actually have 2 tachometer boards. Huh, that's awesome. Thank you, thank you. That's fantastic. Okay. We have our mounting bolts and we have the plastic piece. Now let's see how these came out. Okay. They're not in that bad a condition at all, except for a crack right there. God, I wish there was a way to just get the lens out. I knew this when I got these because he sent me a picture of what was coming, and I was concerned about scratches around here, but it's not terribly bad. It's got a crack right there in the plastic. I might be able to push that back in place. That's fine. It probably will clean up, and I'm gonna try. I wish there was a way, and I don't know that there is. I wish there was a way just to pop that lens out, and maybe I can use this to experiment with. We've got plenty of tachometer. Well, yeah. We can easily make 1 good tachometer if we needed to, so that's good. And then we have the mounting bolts. All right, let me look at this off camera. That actually came out really well. Wow. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so this piece is glued back. That's taken care of. The rest of the gauges look pretty darn good. I spent some time trying to polish the lenses here. They look good. I've cleaned up around the gauge cluster. I think what I'm going to do is just do a quick more polish, and I really think this actually worked out. Cool. This looks amazing. Yeah, this is gonna look really good on the bike. These are the bolts that I made up by cutting some threads off and adding a washer because I didn't have the original mounting bolts. But now that I have the original mounting bolts, they can go correctly into place now. How does that look? Very good. Much better. I was gonna give up on it. I wasn't gonna do these at first because I was like, it's not gonna look right. But an hour's worth of polishing. Man, what a difference. What a difference. That looks fantastic. On the last video, I never really got to go up close on the board to show the components that were burnt up. Now, from what I can tell, this resistor is blown, and I can't tell this char on this capacitor. I don't know if that's from the resistor itself or if maybe the capacitor beside it blew, because normally if a capacitor blows, you'll see it pop out the top or down on the board there will be a short, but I don't see that on this. I see a bunch of char on that capacitor, and of course the resistor is burnt to crisp. Now, what I do know is I have a dead short on the circuitry for this capacitor, so I know something somewhere. Now here is a replacement board that is in perfect shape, and all the components are perfectly fine. No char, resistor is correct. So, you know, maybe if somebody down the road runs into this problem and they're trying to figure out what resistor that is that blew, maybe they can tell from the color code. But that is why the tachometer had failed on the gauge cluster that it was a replacement. And then there's your gauge. So basically this will go onto the board like so, and then it gets screwed into the tachometer unit itself right here, and then that makes your connection. So kind of neat. Who knows what caused that to blow. Also, here is the faceplate to the gauges that I just replaced. You know what? I didn't even notice that. Huh. Wow, I wasn't even paying attention to that. And I also didn't notice how weathered and deteriorated this little foam was as well. This actually wasn't in the greatest shape. The more and more I look at it up closely, so that was a good idea to switch to the other gauge faceplate here. This is actually in pretty bad shape. Didn't see that crack there. Of course, this crack is here. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of issues right here. Again, it's not, it's a 22-year-old bike. You know, it's how picky do you want to get? But at the same time, you know, I've taken it this far. Why not try to find a really, or at least complete a really nice gauge setup? It would have been nice to be able to just replace this lens And there's no way to do that. I've looked and looked and looked. It appears that this white piece of plastic is glued to the outside with a rubber weather stripping right here. So that wasn't going to happen. And then again, like I said, I didn't notice this. I did not notice this other stuff when I had the gauges on before. This is from the clutch handle, or the clutch cable right here. So very interesting. So yeah, that other gauge faceplate that I got in is in far, far better condition than this. I figured I'd show you all this stuff. I hope I didn't bore y'all too much with that ending, showing you the electronic board and stuff of the tachometer stuff. I find that stuff really interesting, and it was also really interesting to see really what the condition of the gauges that I originally purchased the first time looked like. So I hope y'all liked it. I don't know where the click subscribe link is, but participate, like, subscribe to my channel if this is your first time here. And hopefully in the next month or so, I will bring y'all a video of the full whatever, but I want to get this thing. I did ride it yesterday. It was nice and sunny, but I rode it instead of videoing it. But hopefully I will get y'all that ending that I was looking for. Guys, thanks again for watching my videos. We will see you soon.